Hello, Shawn Clement here from the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center. Today is another remake of one of the older videos with the older quality. We're boosting our quality with HD, our Sony camcorders. We're having a great time with them. They're fantastic cameras. We're going to redo the one on short game today. Now, just to remind you that your body is a gravity expert. All right, I got my trusty horseshoes. If you remember my horseshoes and lassos video, right? If I'm tossing a horseshoe to a stake, I'm not using manipulation to, move this horseshoe all about. Same thing when I'm pushing a kid on a swing. I don't grab the seat of the swing, pull, push, pull, push. The kid's not going to be very happy. Because we're gravity experts, we're using the weight of the arm and horseshoe unit to toss the horseshoe. Now, because your body has a built-in scale in it, if I take this ball and I try to toss this ball exactly on the same spot where the horseshoe was, 1 inch away. So how is it that I can take a golf ball, toss it this far from where I had tossed my horseshoe before? That far again. Because I'm a gravity expert. And my body knows exactly, it can't quantify a number, but it knows exactly how much a golf ball, a softball, a bowling ball, a horseshoe weighs, okay? So, well, look at that. You guys have got to see this. Hang on a second. Look who just landed by my cart here. Right in this tree. Let's have a look at this beauty. Isn't that wonderful company to have in the morning? He can interrupt me anytime. He's just looking for breakfast. Isn't he gorgeous? Look at that. So anyhow, back to our little short game. Sorry about that, guys. It's just, a nice surprise. Now, back to the short game. So when I take my golf club in my hands, I just wrap my fingers, my portable ligaments around that bone, go to my Golf Pro lesson, grip 2 wrist hinge video to get a nice close-up on the grip. I'm using exactly the same grip as I normally would from my regular swing for a regular chip. Now, if you got a really, really short chip to do, go to my very short chip video and you'll see exactly how I do it there. So, I let my arm club unit hang from my shoulders. I feel the weight of my arm club unit. I allow the arm club unit to swing freely. How is that? Well, because we saw, especially with Scully, our skeleton, that the shoulders only have 20 degrees of mobility, and when I take my grip, I'm down to nothing with the shoulders, then that means that if the rib cage doesn't move out of the way for a chip shot, even for a nice short one, then I'm going to crash my arms. You can go to how to coordinate arm motion with body turn. I show you how to do that with the chip shot in that as well. So on the backswing, so what I'm going to do is the way I'm going to set up, brace my weight against my forward side. Notice how my arms now hang naturally in front of the ball. So if we look at that hammering video, you'll see how my hands are naturally in front of the ball when I'm using the weight of the hammer. So I'm just presetting that. Since I don't have a full range of motion to get the hinge to get me into that position, I got to preset the hands forward. But I don't want to force my hands forward, especially if I'm on the back foot and I do that. I keep everything centered, brace forward, and naturally my hands are going to hang forward. Now, when I swing back and through, do not let the weight shift. You can even take this off the ground to make sure the weight stays on the inside of your left ankle. It doesn't prevent you from turning, as you can see. You go to my one leg swing, no weight shift video, you'll see exactly how that works. So you notice there's a lot of prep for this little short game shot here. Once you feel how this works, and once you understand how to let gravity do the work on this particular short swing, you will be a wizard around the greens. It'll be as easy as tossing a horseshoe. So stick with this, okay? It will pay off in spades. Weight forward, hands forward. Let it swing back and through. So you notice the lowercase letter Y of my arm club unit is never disturbed. It is never broken. Why? Because there's nothing to crash into. Now, if I don't move the body, whoops, now my arms start to collapse all over the place. My club gets diverted all over the place, and then you get what we call the chip yips. You're thinking, there's no way I'm going to have success here, but I'm going to do it anyway, right? There's insanity itself. So allow the arm club unit to swing freely and allow it to track. From this angle, you notice how my arm club unit is tracking its own arc while the body is getting out of the way, just like the horseshoes. So now, how much momentum do I need to land the ball in the place where I want to land it? This is key, because if you don't know how much momentum to use, then you can't use momentum. If you can't use momentum, then you can't use your God-given gift of gravity expertise, right? So, if I'm not using gravity, it's all manipulation, the body has no idea what's going on, you're going to be crashing all over the place, nothing's going to work. If you use momentum, well, how far would that have gone? Well, let's see. I'm going to use momentum again. Wow. About 20 paces. How about I want 10? Well, if you need less momentum, what are you going to do? A little less backswing. So less backswing, let it fall. A good analogy would be if I had a kid on a swing right here, I put a beach ball in front of the kid, nudge the kid back and let him fall. Well, what's hitting the beach ball? You might as well just put an anvil on that swing. The anvil, the weight of that anvil is going to hit the beach ball. Same thing here. Nudge it back, let it fall. What are you nudging it back with? Now, all you techies out there are going to be asking me, well, Shawn, what muscle do I use? If you really need to feel that, here's how you're going to be aware of that. If I'm swinging back and through without stopping and everything is flowing together, there's nothing in particular I'm focused on. However, if I put a ball there and you feel the need to become static and you feel the need to get things started, you notice how I get things started? I nudge it forward, I'm in my follow through, and then I'm in my backswing. So you'll notice as I allow the arms to swing into the backswing, you're going to feel that left pectoral muscle fire. And you'll feel how that left pec is allowing the arms to hold their shape into the backswing. So you're going to feel it fire with the left pec. So you nudge it back with the left pec, and then you let it suspend itself. Na-na-na-na-na-na, right? Suspend, fall. Notice how I'm letting it fall. I'm holding on to it now with my right pec. So there's no arms at all in this, no forcing with the arms. This is not a full swing. Anything less than a full swing, there is no manipulation, there is no pushing, there's no assisting with the arms. Actually, there's no assisting with the arms ever. So we'll look at it this way. Nudge, fall. Was that the right amount of momentum to land the ball where I want to land it? Yes or no? Well, that might have been a little strong. Nudge, fall. Oh, I love that. Nudge, fall. Perfect. So I land that ball exactly where I want to land it because I knew exactly how much momentum I was going to use for that particular shot. All right? So stay tuned in our next video where we're going to show you, how to pick the spots where you're going to land the golf ball. See you in a bit.